Motorflix is back for a brand new show. Welcome to the Dominion. Get ready to challenge yourself and learn from the best. Performance driving on all terrains. That's how things move this season. Measure yourself against our champions and try to beat their reference times. Let's hear it for our first guest.
Hey, I'm Chris Forsberg, three-time drift world champion and owner of Forsberg Racing. I dedicate my whole life to performance and precision driving, and that's why I've been chosen by Motorflix. As of now, all of this is my Dominion. I will give you the chance to improve yourself and beat my reference times across 5 exclusive motorsports parks, featuring various disciplines: street race, rallycross, touring car, and my all-time favorite, drift. Being the owner and lead driver of Forsberg Racing, I did not come empty-handed. Each of these cars is special to me, with a story behind every one of them. The Nissan 370Z Safari, a tribute to the 240Z, perfect for those rallycross events. The GTR Nismo GT3. This one has the potential to dominate the touring car category. This one is very special to me, my famous Nissan 350Z, the perfect setup to master the drift discipline. The best for last, my beloved Gold Leader Z. Please, take real good care of it. Before you start, remember there's no ranking here. It's all about besting my reference time. If you beat me, you'll leave your mark on the Dominion. If you fail, don't be afraid to try again and go back to the starting line. I hope you're all real pumped up and ready to compete. I sure am. Best of luck, I'll be there all the way through. Now, enjoy my cars and go drive the Dominion.
Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome to Season 6, Episode 1 of Motorflix. Dominion Forsberg has arrived for the brand new update and a new live summit event to start out in Season 11 in the Crew 2, Dominion Series Phase 1. The time has come for us that we're about to get back on track, and also to have a brand new introduction video that featuring Chris Forsberg, a 3-time World Drift Champion, and his Forsberg Racing team to be as a guidance and compete his challenges to become a true drift master. But there is also to have 6 new playground locations in the Crew 2 to be located around in America. It's so awesome to have all kinds of racing course layout. It's going to be so excellent for having new events. Will be part of the Dominion Forsberg. Will take the challenge by using street racing, drift, touring car, and rallycross disciplines. But also to be having a brand new live summit event for Phase 1 of Dominion Series. But there is also to have 3 of them will be taken on to have different track layout in Dominion Forsberg, along with 2 touring car discipline with the original and the mixed event, along with the Alpha Grand Prix will be at Miami Beach. Plus also to have 3 skills to be on a land-based vehicle. But there might be some very good excellent changes for having a brand new visual update after having months of hard work for Ubisoft. 60 frames per second with a dynamic of 1080p. It's going to be so excellent and realistic and well improved for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X are also to be now available. But there is also to have a brand new Motorpass to have 4 Nissan vehicles led by the Forsberg Racing team. It's going to be so awesome to see how it turns out, because it might be quite very excellent to have the 240Z, 350Z, 370Z, and also the Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 as a 2018 model. It's going to be so awesome to have 4 Nissans led by the Forsberg Racing team. It's going to be so awesome. We'll be taking on for having a brand new set of the challenges, for having a new course layout. Is going to be so awesome and amazing. So I guess you guys are about to get ready to start out for having a brand new live summit event. Then let's take on the Dominion. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, go and click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. And don't forget to click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to start the live summit event. Let's begin. The menu background looks so very good on the outside area to be on the pits. But also to have a hub is now also to be changed up for having the latest updates. So looks like this is going to be the very good, excellent, different look out there ever since the last update was used to have some latest headlines to be on the news. But good thing I just also to be enjoyed taking part in downtown LA East will go ace difficulty is going to be doing some currency credit work to be as farming racing. Now anyway, let's go over to the profile and have a good look for the brand new Motorpass system. It's going to be so excellent and well competitive to have some new different set of vanity and new Nissan cars led by the Forsberg Racing. Start out in tier number 1 is the CF64 helmet to be listed as an epic. Looks so good and different style as a racing helmet to have a NOS logo to be on top of it. So let's go on to have a second one is the Dominion Gold Underglow to be listed as an epic. Looks so cool and well grid up onto the lineup is going to be very excellent. But also to have a gold leader C is the 1975 Nissan 240C is actually to become a very fine classic car led by the Forsberg Racing. But this one is a perfect choice to start out on tier number 1 to be purchased on the premium content to be on the Motorpass system. On to tier number 2, Dominion Gold Tint is now listed as an epic. On to tier 3, for free is the explosive Backfire Nitro. Wow, looks like this Nitro is so epic to have this one until climbing up onto the 3rd tier. Here we have a Bullhorns rooftop to be on the rare vanity on tier number 4. Looks so clever and well decorated on every car to be well used on any land-based vehicle to be on different disciplines. More crew credits onto tier number 5, and here we have the first set part in Rally Icon to be listed as a legendary. We'll have to do some 3 parts to be on the first set. Now cow horn on tier number 7, so no need to listen to good sound. On to tier 8, more currency bucks, and here's the dense drip smoke on tier number 9 listed as a rare. Looks so good and proud perfectly to have this smoke vanity to be well used on the track. On to tier number 10, listed for free is the red motion tire to be listed as an epic. Looks very good and cooler to have a nice awesome Dominion Forsberg vanity is going to be quite packed up and go for the track. Different type to be as an aerial tire is going to look very different by the way, but I like it. More crew credits onto tier 11 for free, more bucks onto tier 12, and here we have a Forsberg racing suit listed as an epic. Looks very good. If you ever want this kind of a racing outfit that you are proud of the Forsberg Racing, but this one is the perfect right outfit just for you. Same goes on to tier number 13 is the Forsberg Racing Underglow to be listed as an epic. Very good, excellent red underglow to be on the arrows to go upward and take the advance. But luckily, another Nissan made by Forsberg Racing is the 370C East African Safari C 2020 model, and also to have the base model from the original 370C road car. Looks very good, and number 64 is perfectly to be driven on the rally course track. But I can't wait to get this one until if I could probably have to bill out onto 80,000 crew credits. But right now I'm at 60,030 crew credits, so I could probably have to save plenty amount of it if I could probably might have to do some more work in development. On to tier 14, we have a Forsberg Racing Nitro as another part of a epic vanity. Looks so awesome, looks so amazed. Another crew credit on tier 15 just to be skipped, and here we have a Flying Eagle rooftop is now soaring in to be in the skies. Looks so clever and well levitating to see a Flying Eagle is aiming towards the car to be flying around to be joined in to have a nice ordinary race. Just to have one car versus a Flying Eagle is going to be a perfect place to soaring around to do some travel to explore in America. On to tier number 17 is the racing tint of Forsberg is going to be quite very excellent to be as an epic window tint style. Looks so cool, and there might be some different racetrack to be well seen as you may ever saw it. Skip tier number 18 with some more currency credits. Here we have a pit stop horn to be listed as a rare. It's going to be quite very good to have some different sounds to be doing some tire changes. But be on the lookout to have some Motor Stars pack when stopping on tier number 20. On to tier 21, crew credits were only 2,000, and here's the orange reactor nitro listed as a rare. Looks so fired up, just like any kinds of Forsberg vanity, it's going to be quite very excellent to have a different type of color. Tier number 24, a racing tire compound of Forsberg listed as a rare vanity tire is going to be quite covered up, and also to have 64 as you may ever saw it whenever you're going to have to turn upside down that you may ever see it. But that might be a very good correction because the tire compound number 64 is a very good excellent correction guess. But before stopping at tier number 25, you can get a 2020 Forsberg Racing Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 is also to be listed as a touring car discipline. Same as the 2018 Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 as the original, but this one is led by the Forsberg Racing to be part as a time attack event. Looks so cool and very excellent to have two Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 will be added to your collection. On to tier number 26, Hunt Call Horn is now on the comment. More crew credits. Yamaha strip tire to be listed as a common vanity tire because this one might be a premium content. Looks so good. Now on to tier number 29, more currency bucks. We have a purple surprise smoke to be listed as a rare vanity in tier number 30. Looks so surprised, looks so amazed. More Motor Stars pack on tier number 31. Tier number 32 is the JDM Toxic Tint, listed as an epic vanity, and mostly to have exclusive part for having Japanese car is going to be quite very excellent to have this different kind of tint. After skipping tier number 33 and 34 with some more crew credits and currency bucks, the second frame set part on the rally icon is going to be a very excellent 4-part set category whenever you need. But an Underglow Toxic for JDM Toxic Underglow is going to be quite putting up as well to be in tier number 36. On to tier number 37, we have a Nissan 350C Roadster made by Forsberg Racing as a 2009 model. But this one is a drip discipline to have a nice different livery and different variation to be as a different design. Looks so cool and perfectly to be as the original 350C Roadster to have a nice brand new convertible car to be as a street race discipline. But there is also to have tier number 39 is the purple Smoky Nitro to be as a rare Nitro vanity. Looks so cool, and going purple to have this kind of a Nitro is going to be a very good excellent boost up for every cars to be colored in purple. Celebration horn on the rare in tier number 40. Skip on to 41. Now we have a Spearhawk green tire to be as a rare vanity. Different kind of Spearhawk tires like this one is very brand new. After skipping number 43 and 44, now we have 45 is the Shockwave Nitro on the Epic. Skipping on number 46, we have the Chris Forsberg treasure chest for the drip discipline to be at 240 per level. Affixes type is Gold Digger, and Lucky is now putting up to have a nice excellent drip category loop part set to be needed. Number 48 on the tier is the duck horn to be on the rare. And here comes the number 49 to have a nice excellent rooftop when entered on the track is the drip cam. Looks so perfect and very well needed to have a nice camera to be recorded when racing on the track. I'm so very excited about this kind of a rooftop vanity to have two cameras is now well attached to the car. But here comes the final tier in number 50. The green spark smoke is going to be on the rare smoke vanity along with a Dominion playground tire to be on the Epic. Looks so cool and so marvelous to have brand new vanities to be introduced to the brand new Motorpass system in the 6th season in episode 1. Now let's move on to be in the bundle presentation to have some 3 cars for the recommendation. Let's have a good look in the bundle event in 20% discount at $1,223,599 available by having Street Race, Drift, and Touring Car Discipline to be on the lineup. We have a 2018 Infiniti Q60 Project Black S Concept, Street Race Discipline, and FR layout, 563 horsepower, top speed doesn't shows, and this concept car will be taken on in the 3rd Dominion Forsberg to be on a different track layout on a different location. But here comes the Forsberg Racing, you guys. The Nissan 370Z Pro Drift 2021 is going to be so awesome to have 1300 horsepower and top speed 200 miles per hour for a drift discipline. How excited and amazing to see how this Japanese car is also to be listed and labeled as the American car. Led by Forsberg Racing for having a very good Formula drift car will be taken to the track. And also to have a 3rd car is the 2017 Acura NSX GT3. 550 horsepower, 186 miles per hour, listed as a touring car discipline to be labeled as a midship layout. Perfect time, and this will be a very good excellent pro racing category will be taken on in the Golden Hills Chain Bug Cup for having a very good different counterpart from Honda. So let's do this, you guys. Let's take on for having 3 events to be separated to have 9 of them. We'll be going for having a very listed to have some lineup. We'll go for the starting point to be on the skills. Now we have finally finished Season 10 at the end of Episode 2, Season 5 American Legends in Space Odyssey. So now, rank 3,223rd place is now perfectly to have 4 rewards, including the Space Odyssey Smoke Epic. Is going to be a very good, proud, excellent. We'll have to do the perfect choice. We'll go collection to have 4 rewards all at once, to have some extra currency credits to have some exterior parts for the Aerial Atom. So now, looks like week number 1 to have the second challenge is now also to be received as 10,000 followers. But wow, looks like this might be a very good jump start to have a good look to have some new Motorpass system. Sounds like it, and very awesome to be on the jump start. Let's have a good look for the Motorpass system is now going up. We have 2 rewards unlocked. Now we have the explosive backfire nitro has unlocked. Very nice. And the first part of the rally icon in the rallycross discipline is perfectly to have the popular, and bugs will be needed as well. Good job, and climbing up onto tier number 7. Looks like this is going to be a right place to start, so I probably might need to do some adjustment on icon points. Adding up on 305, so that makes 30.5% on Rich. Alright, so now starting out in phase 1 in Dominion series, we'll have to do some new rewards, including the Spiral tire to be listed as an epic to be in the platinum rank. But there is also the start out on July 6 through 13 for only 1 day left before the event is over. Hashirara is now entered for the event number 2 in Season 11 to have the Sakura edition of the Mazda RX-7 Turbo. That makes the second one is also to be coming up soon in July 13 to 20. After the Japanese event, moving on in Phase 2 in Dominion Series, we'll go for the Rallycross event for having a next different rewards, including the Rally Raid edition in the Jeep Wrangler Evolution 2 on the silver, Rally Endurfix tire to be on the comment, and the Loot Digger to be boosted for Hypercar Discipline. Summertide. Looks like the summer tides are also to be enjoyed to be start out to have July 27th to August 3rd before Phase 3 of Dominion Series will be coming soon later on after the end of July. but looks like the aquatic splash smoke is going to be a very good place to soak up and drip around the streets. But anyway folks, there might be some very good new awesome theme events by having 3 phases to be participate in the Dominion series. So let's go and take on the first phase by having new events, and other 3 events by having 2 touring car discipline and an Alpha Grand Prix. So first things first, let's go with 3 skills will be on the way. First up, Speed Trap to be at San Francisco. Same thing as before, just like other Live Summit event from previous season, but we know the drill because this will might have to go quickest way to go faster to be on the main adjustment. Okay, same position as before. Time to go fast favor to switch my Bugatti Divo into a golden dragster of the Nissan Skyline R34 GTR to have a golden chrome with the Eye of the Tiger livery is also to be exclusive. So now let's get ready to burn them up. Wait for having a clear start for having a green light position to be on standby. Okay, here I go. Let's hit the gas and go straight away. I proceed. Okay, splendid work. 346.8 miles per hour. Not so bad after all from the last event is going to be perfectly in phase number 1. New record and different attempt is very suitable by having a main call, by having a brand new theme event is going to be so excellent to be on the right start. But also to have some stories from American Legend is still available before the new update arrives. But we could probably have to take on stories to have some clues, and the lucky guy as well to have 2 episodes from the last season. But that might have an absolutely moment to see how different cars might be still available to be labeled as a story reward. So let's go over to be at Salt Lake Resorts to be on the solemn skills as we go in the off-road area. Time to switch things up and go rally raid to have a score breaker. We'll push it to the limit. Go onto the filters, grab my R34 GTR Skyline Rally Raid Edition. Might be a very good, excellent, suitable rally car. We'll have to go for the off-road area to take the solemn. Alright, so since I switched from the KTM 450 Rally onto the R34 GTR Rally Raid Edition, might be a very good, excellent, suitable to go off the course. Let's take on and solemn around the gates in Salt Lake Resorts. Keep a good steady and follow the line. Okay, there's the moose pass by. Main objective complete. Keep it steady. Wow, I guess I just barely passed 3 mooses roaming around in the area. But this one, it might be a doe pass by. Gonna have to pass up and go quicker. Keep it up. And made it on time at the finish line. Just in time for a nick of time is perfectly to be at 19,324 points. Wonderful performance. Good job and doing an absolutely job well done in skill number 2, folks. Now for escape on skill number 3, we're heading up to Columbian Basin. We'll be at the road. By having a very excellent start to see how the skills is going to be doing different ways to be racing around in America. But hopefully it's going to be a much faster out there to go for the hypercar discipline, and drag race will have to do the same thing like last time. I guess that might be quite very come in handy to go roaming around onto the straightaway to be in the highway. But this time, it will might have to go harder and faster to do the straightaway to be on the curb edge. Gonna have to make that U-turn over here. Okay, time to switch back over onto the golden R34 GTR Drag Race Edition. Let's go burn rubber and take that green zone right off the start. Okay, there's only one racer pass by. Very good. Now go speed up and enter to be in the escape zone. We'll have to do the same. Okay, I guess the handling might be quite very rough around, so I could probably might need my C7 Corvette Stingray Drag Race Edition is very what I really need. Okay, the handlings might be quite very rough. I had to watch out for traffic cars. Okay, absolutely good. Keep at it. If I could probably make it to 10,000 yards, that would be a very excellent record to be on the main book. Okay, there goes the rock. Sorry about that, folks. I just barely almost lost my edge because it's just been over absurd. But I'm still in one piece because it takes matters of skills whenever you're gonna have to try to make things right and go practice. So let's try this again in attempt number 2 without skipping the part of the clip. Okay, that should do the trick. Now let's go faster to be on the full straightaway at the get-go. Now let's try this again. Okay, slow it down. Keep that good all-wheel drive Skyline to be in one pace. Very good. Keep a good natural respawn on the handling in a dragster. Okay, make room for the right side of the highway. Now let's kick up the nitro. Okay, steady handling, but almost gonna have to reach up until the red zone kicks in. It's fine, you guys. I know this is definitely might be getting closer on to 10,000 yards. Now for attempt number 3, after spending some drag race attempt hard work on the R34 Skyline GTR. Time to hop back on board on my Corvette C7 Stingray. Might be the very good, excellent main recommend dragster will take the straightaway to be on the curve in the highway. So here goes nothing. Speed up and go nitro to be in light velocity. Okay, keep it steady. Looks like it's all about doing some grinding work to be using on the dragster. Very good. Keep up and go for the progress. Gonna have to keep my eyes checked on the traffic cars. Solid fine work. I hope this might have to do the perfect way to go for the shortcuts. There you go. Looks like right off the chart. And go speed up to be on the nitro is going up to be at 10,000 yards. All in a day's work. And perfectly to be going up exceed amount by climbing up onto 9,000 yards. One more to go, and this one is going to be the perfect record to go up in about over 10,000. That's the ticket. Very good and marvelous. 11,598 yards. Wonderful and dragster-tastic indeed. Wow, so good, and climbing up to be at 135,384 points, you guys. This is so incredible to have a best dragster car. Might be the good choice to pick. So before that, 3 skill is complete. For taking on for having 6 events, we'll go for the lineup in order. But now, this one might have to take the first 3 events we'll go for the lineup in order direction. So let's go and take on the Miami Beach for the Alpha Grand Prix. We'll go for the track. City course and racing track is definitely the recipe for the competition for the pro racing category in Motor Nation. Now, I happen to see this go for my best recommend Alpha Grand Prix car is going to be choosing for the KTM Expo R Alpha Grand Prix Edition. Might be the very excellent faster car. Will push it to the limit to take 3 laps around the track. But hopefully it's going to be doing some awesome time to be on the day condition. It's going to be so wonderful during the summer season. Let's go and try this good Expo R into the track and start out to be in the last position for the grid in about 3 seconds to go for the green.
3.
Here I come, folks. Push up and go for the battle between F1 cars. We'll do the challenge.
Faster, faster. Seriously, go faster.
Okay, looks like Victor is in the lead. Gonna have to go gentle and well passive to be on the inside. There goes the contact. Gonna have to be exercise caution. Alright, so looks like another one just barely took in. First place, here I come, and drive careful to be on the course layout in Miami. Only in this place because we're not on the might be a very excellent track layout as we did from last time. Okay, keep up and go slow down. Checkpoint clear. Boost up to be on the curved straightaway to be on the next turn. Street by street, asphalt by asphalt, faster and faster to go for the high pace. Wow, looks like the graphics is going to be so realistic and it turns out to become more brighter to see it. But we still like the old one because this new one is going to be so amazing for the latest updates. Especially for the PS5 and Xbox Series X to be well improved to be on the 4K HDR dynamic range in 60 frames per second. But not to mention because improvements on any vehicles is going to be tweaked up and go bump up to be well handled to be on different events in different disciplines. So let's kick up and go faster to have the full straightaway before at the end of the first lap. Here comes lap number 2. Wow, looks like the sun is going to get more brighter and more realistic. Just going to have to stay on track. But various object is going to be roaming around on the street. Going ace and go like a pro. There goes the checkpoint clear. Slow down. My UDRS Insportec Expo R Alpha Grand Prix is still doing some hard work of practice after doing the USB Tour West Edition from last season in Space Odyssey. But that's how it is because driving faster and fully capable to be in the Expo R is going to be doing some handling work to be well professional. But going wide open to be very loosened up is going to be doing some tricky ways to master and tame that car to become a fully pro racer to be in the Alpha Grand Prix Discipline. Let's take the right side. Left side by the opposite. Okay, going quicker and do the shortcut like an apex. Fantastic work. Now here comes lap number 3, you guys. The final lap is about to begin. After the race ends, I might have to go for the options, so I could probably might need the Nitro Chemist on the Infiniti Q60 Project Black S concept. I almost forgot before the start of the clip because this concept car might be very well needed for taking on in the number 3 of Dominion Forsberg is very much important. But definitely might have some fully well adjusted to be on the Nitro Chemist. I have to go double check on every street race car will be needed to do some well-adjusted pure performance for the Nitro Chemist. Just hold on after this race ends. Okay, slow down. Okay, almost close enough by having a late braking by the turn of the corner. Going up onto 8th gear of the transmission. There you go. Only one more checkpoint to go, and here comes the finish line. Kick it and go faster to be at the podium. Alright, regular on the podium. First place, 4 minutes, 54 seconds with a decimal of 0.411 seconds. New record and job well done for event number 1 in phase 1 of Dominion series. Now that's a very good Alpha Grand Prix competition, you guys. Racing on the track to be located in the city area. Now let's make a pit stop before go for the street race discipline to be on the filters. I almost forgot about it because one certain part on the Infinity Q60 Project Black S concept is what I really need to be on the Nitro Chemist. So let's see. Just gonna have to go on to the far left to see how the Nitro Chemist on the Aerial Atom, since I have ever used to be on the follow-up catch-up. Okay, that's it, alright. Resourceful and pure power to be used on the Nitro. Go with brand. Go down on to Infinity. Okay, there you go. Now, let's exchange the parts to be installed right here. There you go. 955 horsepower. We'll be having a good review guess is 226 miles per hour in the top speed. Handling is going semi-expert towards the maximum. Very good. I'll have to try this baby out later on, so let's take on into touring car events before moving on to have 3 events in Dominion Forsberg. Start out to have a touring car discipline. Will take over to be at Harlem Special in the US Speed Tour East Edition in the final stage. So I guess for my best part of the recommend vehicle I might have to go with is the Acura NSX GT3 race car. Will do the spotlight to enter to have the first attempt. Will go for the action. But definitely might be having some similarities like Honda NSX Group 3 and Acura NSX GT3, but same type of car model in different manufacturer brands might be quite well shared up to be participate is also to be perfectly to be at the same amount of performance. Per level at 320 in the Acura NSX GT3 is going up in 798 horsepower with a top speed 247 miles per hour. Handling is going intermediate. So let's go for the challenge and take it to the course. I bet having 2 events, we'll have to go with an NSX GT3 in this segment is very much important to be need to have a nice competition car. We'll go for the grid start. So let's do this and take 3 laps around in Harlem.
The US Speed Tour East. Around New York City, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps.
Okay. For the strategy when using the Acura NSX GT3 is perfectly to be well used in the mixed event. But there might be some several braking turns. It's going to be very tricky, so gonna have to go early brake before doing some attempts. Is going to have to do some hard work of racing. But I recommend you should probably might have to go with a Renault Sport RS01 is perfectly to be well faster to be on the course. Gonna have to drive gentle and go on the corners to be on the street race track. Okay, that should do it. Okay, handling definitely might be getting a little bit rough around when smashing some objects. Alright, checkpoint clear. Lap number 2, here I come. Gonna have to stay focused and punch out the nitro with some full color effect with the rainbow. Oh, and by the way, you guys, have you ever think that you already got the American Legends Underglow? But yes, it is. It looks very perfect, and well, proud to have one American car is now going to be put up onto the touring car disciplines. So let's stay on track and go for lap number 2 towards the end before entered onto lap number 3. Kick it up a notch and go for the final lap. Okay, very good with the handling and stay smoothly. I bet I might have to do some replay to do some free time after the event is over at the end of the video. But this one might be quite very good to have the Acura NSX will be step in to be in the first part to participate. Keep it up. Going upward to be on the handling by the corner. Take that next street, going shortcut, and pass us down to be on the final stretch.
Past the checkpoint they go. Close to finishing. Who will leave their mark?
Splendid work and absolutely well done. Perfect record attempt is 2 minutes 57.686 seconds by ending up 100,000 points to be on the mark. Good job and not so bad after all. Very good and well approved to test out with the Acura NSX GT3 turns off with a great start. Now after Harlem Special, moving on in Golden Hills Chain Bug Cup for the Acura NSX GT3 will go again for the second time. I guess the third time is perfectly times the charm we'll have to take on in number 2 of Dominion Forsberg later on after doing number 1. But hopefully it's going to get much excellent and well prouder out there to be driving just like the Honda NSX Group 3 from GT Sport and Gran Turismo 7. But only in the Crew 2 to be exclusive with Acura is perfectly to have a fully race modification to be as a GT3 spec version. So let's go and take on event number 2 for the touring car discipline to have the Acura NSX will go for the challenge.
Come on, you can do it!
Okay, let's go and overtake Clarence in position number 1 to take the lead. That's the ticket. Switched up and go for the interior view to have a nice splendid look. Similarities just like the Honda NSX Group 3, but only in the Acura NSX GT3 comes with a different kind of an interior race spec version is going to be quite very awesome to see it. But also to have different features when using the Acura NSX GT3 turns out to become different like the Honda NSX. But only in the IMSA Championship Series to be well participate to this car is quite very well exclusive. But unlike the Honda NSX GT500 spec version as of 2016, but labeled to be as a concept car, but this complete edition is very the GT3 regulations, just like the Porsche 911 RSR, Chevy Corvette C78.R, and the C8.R as well. But it definitely might become very popular if the Chevy Corvette C8R is now going to be coming soon in the Crew 2 as a touring car discipline. But not to mention because everybody talks about the 8th generation Corvette could be quite possible will be coming to Gran Turismo 7, ever since the C8 just makes its debut in the Crew 2 as part of the Chase update to be part of Motorflix. So let's go faster to take that turn. Okay, closing up. Gonna have to go early brake to be on the correct line. Come on. Let's go kick the nitro. Pass every sector checkpoint before enter to be in lap number 3. But I can't wait to try out for having a new track course to be located in the number 2 of Dominion Forsberg later on after event number 2 for the Acura NSX Touring Car Discipline. But it might have to do some follow-up by the lineup. It's going to be very much important to be part of the video segment. But it's just going to have to be patient for myself because so many important things to do, so much work to do to be as a YouTuber, we'll have to do the right job to do. Sector clear by the checkpoint and go for the hairpin by doing a perfect line onto the brake. But of course it is. The new tracks on 6th location is going to be so awesome to be as a playground. Maybe I could probably have to try it out later on for my free time. Okay, here comes the final stretch. Let's bring that GT3 NSX home. Splendid work. First place, 3 minutes, 14.136 seconds. Now for the activity performance. Alright, 100,000 points right off the mark. 7 legendary loot parts is also to be well earned. 3 events down, 3 more to go. And here comes Dominion Forsberg, you guys. I'm about to go right in to start out with number 1 to be on the different track layout. So let's start out with the Nissan 370C Pro Drip made by Forsberg Racing. We'll take the track and go awesome to see how a different way for having a drip discipline is going to be so powerful and go like a pro. So let's go and take on the Five Kings Casino to be located in Las Vegas, Nevada. How awesome is that to see a new track course is going to be so perfectly to be located in the outskirts of Las Vegas. But now, first time ever, we'll have to go with a Forsberg Racing 2021 Nissan 370C Pro Drip is now updated and go up to be at 240 with 1421 horsepower with a top speed of 205 miles per hour. For this part of the event, Chris Forsberg will be as the instructor, will be radio onto the chat. Go and try this very good, excellent Pro Drip car. We'll take it to the limit. Go onto the track and master the drip course in the Five Kings Casino in about 3 seconds. We'll go underway. Let's do this. Alright, now let's beat Chris Forsberg time. We'll have to go higher and take that very excellent drip course because this handling is become more powerful for the 370C made by Nissan. The drip handling is so awesome. I'm so really enjoyed of this event, you guys, and a new track course. Alright, very good. Gonna have to beat Chris Forsberg drip points and go up higher. Wow, I cannot believe it. This is so amazing. It feels like a true Formula drifter is also to be mastered on this course. But luckily, different kinds of original racing course track in America is going to be so awesome to enjoy. Only 1 minute left. Let's keep it up and go well handling to see how the skills is going to have to take. I'm so very happy about this track, you guys. Perfect course and perfect event for the drip discipline is going to be so awesome. Let's keep up and go grinding on the corners to be on the elevation to see how good it is in about 30 seconds left. No going up the track, no contact, no interruption. Thank you, update for the drip discipline is going to be so proud pleasured.
Brakes and nitro, the magic duo.
Alright, let's try it and see how it works. 5 seconds, and there it goes. Oh yes, looks like I have finally beat Chris Forsberg's score and almost to be at 700,000 points. Very good and excellent. Oh man, this is so awesome. This is so alive that I just really want to express myself. And that's how number 1 of Dominion Forsberg is so proud for the drift discipline. It's now perfectly to be on Motorflix. How awesome is that for having the 5 Kings Casino is perfectly to be on a different track layout. But I hope you like it. This one is so amazing. So amazing, and a fully powerful Formula Drift on the Nissan 370Z made by Forsberg Racing. It's so awesome to have the elements of drifting and nitro to make a one good magic charm. So now we're ready to go for number 2 in Dominion Forsberg for the touring car discipline, and that means time to hop back in onto the Acura NSX GT3. We'll go for having a track course in Eagle Falls Motorsport Park with a different track layout. It's going to be so proud awesome to have a time attack. We'll go for the track competition, and also to have different discipline between the car and bike will be entered to be participate. So I guess I should probably might have to go for try out for the new course for a spin. So amazing because the update is going to be so remarkable to be well achieved by the endorsement. So let's do this and go for the new track.
Go for it. It's now or never.
Alright. As you may ever heard Chris Forsberg on the radio, he could probably have to challenge us to beat his lap time, you guys. This is what racing is all about, to do the time trial and doing some drift for having 4 discipline is going to be perfectly. We'll have to take on his Dominion. First time ever to do the drift, and now the second time for the touring car discipline is going to be so epic and awesome. And here comes the tunnel. Very awesome and amazed. Splendid work. Now for the checkpoint clear. This one is lap number 1. If I could probably have to take lap number 2, just follow the progression and keep at it. By the look of this new racing course is going to be so proud amazing. But this one is located in the Big Bend in the South region of America. But this one might be quite very awesome to see how this course is going to be very amazed to see it. There goes lap number 1 and press on to be in lap number 2. But I bet Chris Forsberg can actually watch this because he could probably have to test every players to see to take on his Dominion is doing some challenges. But I can go for it. I could probably take on his Dominion. We'll have to do step by step and go for the main challenges by every different parts to be on the Motor Stars will be stacked up and go forward to be on a different directional lineup. Now let's go clean racing and stay at it. Nitro is good to go. Feel the rainbow, punches the nitro rainbow. Alright, splendid work. Looks like this corner might be a very directional safe line to be on the GPS. Let's press on in lap number 3. Wonderful background scenery. Very wonderful. And as you may ever saw, a flying eagle to be as a statue monument. Okay, let's keep going and press on to be on the tunnel straightaway to be on the next corner. Keep at it. Hold it in and find my line. Now let's keep at it.
Good job. You handle all that power very well.
Thank you. Looks like we're about to get closer. The final stretch is about to get closer to be at the end. I can take it and go for the lap time to be on the total time amount. That's more like it. Finally beat Chris Forsberg time in 4 minutes 3 seconds to be on the main objective time. But splendid work, but it might be quite very good to be well possible to have this event to be on the follow-up catch-up. Job well done for having 3 touring car events by using the Acura NSX GT3, and that means 1 more event to go for having number 3 in Dominion Forsberg by using the Infiniti Q60 Project Black S concept. We'll have to go for a different track course, and here comes Eagle Falls for having a different track layout is perfectly to be on the right start. I'm so very good to have a different course layout for the touring car discipline to be in Eagle Falls. But now only in street race discipline might be quite very suitable to be on the different layout, might be quite turns out to become a different way. But whenever it comes in to have some new courses and new track layouts on every kinds of events to be exclusive on Motorflix. So now, time to test out and go with the Infiniti Q60 Project Black S Concept 2018. We'll be taking the time trial. We'll be at the rightful starting grid. I'm so pumped up and go for the new layout to be located to be in the same area. So let's go and beat Chris Forsberg's lap time on the main objective.
As soon as you see the bump, release your nitro.
Alright, looks like gonna have to go inside cornering and press this on and do a right straightaway to be on every turns on the elevation. Gonna have to go followed by the checkpoint. As soon as you may ever see the bump, what Chris Forsberg said, just use the nitro and go for it. Splendid work, going up the bridge, and passes on to be on the next corner before doing the next checkpoint. This car might be very perfectly to be well used as you may ever seen from the Elite Bundle. Luckily, first time ever to try out with the Infiniti car is straight up and go proud like a good street car to be on the track. But let me just gonna have to take a good look at the interior view. So I'll have to do some racing action. Is gonna be so amazed with this concept car. Alright, let's stay on track. Keep sliding around on the corners. Is gonna be doing tricky as usual. But I'm very new at this track. Is gonna be doing some different layouts. There goes the bridge. Hit the nitro and go down. The handling is very well stable, and correction to have this Q60 project is definitely might be quite very good. Proud to have Infiniti just spent some years of developing to make. Luckily, the complete edition of the Infiniti Q60 is definitely might be a very excellent sports car to be well used to be labeled as a Japanese car. But however, whenever it depends between Japanese and American for only a single manufacturer brand to have this car is very perfectly for the first time ever in the Crew 2. For example, Infiniti Vision Gran Turismo still remains popular to be part of the Vision Gran Turismo project, but still more likely to be made by China to be is perfectly to have some very good different specifications and different style looks of a concept car. Just gonna have to prove my skills and put up and press the nitro to stay on track. But very good to have this marvelous background on the statue monument of the eagle.
Good work with the throttle. Now hammer down.
Alright, finish line and right on the perfect time. 2 minutes 47.581 seconds is doing well achieved, job well done. But good news is 100,000 points to be climbing up to add with 1,808 points. Absolutely job well done, and finishing up at the end of phase 1 in Dominion series. Good job, and perfectly to be climbing up onto the Platinum rank in 5,627 place, you guys. Very good and successful to try out 3 new events to be on the different track layouts. So what do you guys think about having a brand new update in Dominion Forsberg? It was so awesome to have street race, touring car, drift, and rallycross discipline. For my favorite is the number 1 in Dominion Forsberg of the Nissan 370Z Pro Drift. But it was so amazing to have this awesome horsepower. We'll be going professional to be as a Formula Drift. How excited to see how different discipline will be take on with different track layouts to have 6 playground locations in US. Well, of course, it might be quite very awesome to have this video segment. We'll be doing a perfect chance by adding up a follow-up catch-up in the next video. So now, it turns out to become much brilliant to have more disciplines. We'll be joining in to have this track course is going to be doing some right off the chart to do some time trials, and also to have drift events is going to be set to be exclusive to be on Motorflix in this update. But also the graphics is going to be turns out to become new different changes to have some visual look. But it looks awesome, and that's how different changes is going to be quite very good to start out in the 6th season in episode 1 of Motorflix. So now, phase 1 complete. Before moving on to take the next event, Hyperion is now going for the Japanese Steam Summit to get the Sakura edition of the Mazda RX-7 Turbo. Let's have a good look for the preview to have some more events, and also to have 2 vehicles will be required to have participate. We'll be doing some Japanese car. Okay, the high octane edition of the Nissan Skyline GTR Type R34 is good to go. Flashback Japan is now also to be part of it as well. But now, only 2 vehicles. What we need to do is the drag race edition of the Nissan 370Z Nismo and the Mazda RX-8 will be required to be participate as a mixed event. But only 1 event after Dominion Series will be moving on to take phase 2 later on. After Hyperion will have to go for having a rallycross discipline to take the action. After phase 2, moving on in Summertide is going to be a very good soak up the fun until phase 3 will be scheduled coming soon. So let's wrap this up, you guys. Phase 1 is complete until we have to wait for only 2 weeks. We'll have to go with phase 2. But also to have an additional bonus where only 1 crew credit is available. The Dominion Underglow is now also to be used to have all kinds of different vehicles whenever you like to pick. It's going to be so awesome that you could probably have to try it out and take part in Dominion Forsberg to have 3 new events as well. Thank you for watching on my video in the Crew 2, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like Deviant Art, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS livery, Total Drama fan art with car liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.